Hello and welcome to my Pillars of Eternity Definitive Edition blind walkthrough. Today we have an episode number 60 already, and in the last episode we went for the first time in the second expansion in the Durgan's Battery. All in all, it's more the third time there, and we are now currently exploring the west wing or west tower of the Durgan's Battery fort. So let's see what will await us there. And here we are again on the west tower lower, and we will need somehow get into the patination chamber and to repair the artillery lift. But before going anywhere here is something which I had no time to check out the last time. And below you can see the group with which I'm currently going through the lower level. But there is one thing which I wanted to do, and it's doing some scrolls. And I have absolutely no clue what some of them are doing. But let's craft this. Craft this. And craft this one as well. And as you can see, this is what I wanted to achieve. A small achievement for creating 3 different scrolls. Let's see if I can use all 6. No, only 5. But I should be prepared just in case for this. Where are you? Yes. Okay, enough loitering around, and let's explore. You peer through the hole and see a wide sturdy parapet running along the wall. Several feet along the wall, you also see a broad crack. It appears to lead to another room. Look down. Wind whistles by your ears. The peaks of the White Marsh rise below, and you continue into the distance. Send someone onto the ledge. Who will go? I bet this will need a little bit of athletics just in case, and maybe constitution. So who has 20 and 12? Maneha is okay. Maneha. Also reflex. Well, the best athlete is Maneha. We'll see how it will be. Also high dexterity. Okay, let's try again. You peer through the hole and see a wide sturdy parapet running along the wall. Several feet along the wall, you also see a broad crack. It appears to lead to another room. Send someone onto the ledge. Send Maneha. Maneha sidles across the ledge. Maneha reaches the crack in the wall. A noxious, eye-watering vapor seeps from within. Bash through the wall. Maneha pounds on the wall. It's taxing work, and by the time the wall starts to give, Maneha's shoulder flares with pain. The ancient masonry crumbles away, and stinging vapor rushes through the breach. Maneha holds a breath and clings to the wall as the rest of the gas escapes. Enter the room through the widened crack. The party continues into the newly cleared room. And right away we have a disease pudding here. And Maneha wrenched shoulder. Oh.
Spot on!
Good thing I'm freshly greased.
And we are in the Petinaceous chamber.
Certainly.
Good. Let's check if we have something hidden here. A cog you found in the Petination chamber. It's coated with a thick layer of yellow slime. It's another part of the elevator, probably.
And if I find something good, you can have half.
Certainly.
These cannons are encrusted with thick, pungent slime. Well, I should have used a hammer and chisel to opening the door. Let's hope it will not be very bad in the next few fights. Okay, let's get here and use lever here and maybe the cook somewhere else. This slot looks like it's missing a lever. Fit the replacement lever into the slot. With a little maneuvering, it clicks into place. Your new lever protrudes from the slots. Leave. Before pulling it, let's check everything else. The gearbox looks strangely empty, like it's missing a cog. Upon closer inspection, you see a thin layer of yellow slime coating the gearbox. Insert the new cog. You slot the new cog into place. The mechanism looks ready to run now. And let's check the... The artillery lift that leads to the top of the tower is broken. I'll have to get it working again to continue onward. One of the cogs in the gearbox is missing. I'll need to find a new one to replace it. The control mechanism is missing a lever. There may be something nearby that I can use it in its place. Let's check out this one. The chain is so rusted it barely moves, and apply the Bargron Rust Dissolver. You pour the content of the vial onto the chain. The solvent hisses as it dribbles down, melting the rust into a slick brown puddle. The heavy chain squeaks with movement. And looks like I have found all 3 items which I needed walking around. The chain is rusted solid. It might work again if I could find something to remove the rust. Okay, let's pull the lever now and see what will await us upstairs. Your new lever protrudes from the slots. Pull the lever. The lift at last shudders into motion, lifting you towards the clouds. The lift makes slow, jouncing progress and lurches every few feet, the rusted chains groaning like the dead. It comes to a trembling stop and the entire platform swings precariously. A sharp metallic odor emanates from one of the winches. You hear screeching. At first you think it's coming from the winch, but then you realize it's coming from above. An enormous skulldrag swoops from the shadows. You feel the air from its passage as it whooshes past you, but before you can catch more than glimpse, it's circling back, searching for you with ear-splitting shrieks. Rustling wings and heavy musk alert you to the presence of more of the beasts. As they close, the platform continues to sway and bounce. Send someone to fix the winch. Smoke rises from the rattling, grinding winch. Repairing it will be a chore. In addition, the skulldrags sweep through the air above the platform, their ears swiveling and twitching as they listen for movement. Who will go? Send Devil of Karok. Head low, Devil of Karok darts toward the winch on quick, silent feet. Devil of Karok reaches the winch and sets to work on the jammed rusted cogs within. The problem isn't as simple as Devil of Karok had hoped. You see the solutions in the snarled metal, but Devil of Karok will need another minute to fix it. And the skulldrag overhead the growing boulder. Prepare to defend against the skulldrag. No, continue fixing the winch. The larger skulldrag drives for the middle of the lift. Its screeches turn to hisses as it spews sizzling acids from across the platform. It scalds you. Your own scream rings into your ears, and you smell burning flesh. The smaller skulldrags zip past in tighter and tighter circles as they close. Meanwhile, the largest of the bunch is wheeling back, preparing for another attack. Within moments, Devil of Karok has cleared the jam. Devil of Karok rushes back to the lever. Just then, the large skulldrag swoops overhead and spews acid. It misses Devil of Karok but catches you and the rest of the platform in the spray. Devil of Karok yanks on the lever. The chains rattle and cling and the platform starts to move. The skulldrag scatter. As the lift resumes its climb, the startled skulldrag retreats back into shadows. The platform rises from the tower and you feel a cold wind on your face. I've reached the top of the west tower. I need to make sure the heavy cannons are working before I return to Vengra. And we have few more major adventure added. But what's happened? Oh, we have -2 dexterity and -8 damage reduction burn. Oh, shit. The climbing and fight with the Skuldrak was
Yes?
not the luckiest one. But before going anywhere else, let's check the adventure. Oh. Nothing else? Major adventure rewards 15% experience, average reputation bonus. Duration 3 turns. So let's give our barbarian moonshine there.
Step lightly.
Let's see.
Heard you could drop a pan from up here and it would kill a man.
Through the gap you see winding stairs and the dual glint of more cannons. Let's go this way.
Margaret's fire casts light in dark places.
The cannons are frozen. I'll have to find a way to keep them warm before anyone can use them. And we have some mobs here, so let's get first against the spider, and you go directly to the
Lead the way.
Skuldrak. This one is interesting. Let's go against him. Oh.
Spot on!
I think now is the time. And before continuing, let's check. Oh, all upgrades are completed, so no need to do stupid stuff. Let's
Spot on!
six.
Ixmaru! Spot on!
Okay, the fight is over.
Silence surrounds me.
Yes?
Not very tough, thankfully. But we have some kind of nice shield here. We will check it soon.
Certainly.
The cannon is frozen and immobile. Engravings depicts the Pargrunen's journey to the White March. You turn the wheel, and a gust of steam blasts you in the face. You stagger back and fall, spiraling towards smoke and flame. You find solid ground beneath your feet, even as the air around you is a haze of smoke and heat shimmer, coughing you bet acrid fumes away from your face. As you acclimate to the soot-choked air, you see flames leaping in the distance. Each flare breathes you with warmth, and even as you struggle to pick out the details of this place, something about it seeming familiar. Examine your surroundings. You can see little through the thick smoke, but the dancing flames illuminate a dragon's head cast in stone. It's the White Forge. As you start toward it, something massive comes crashing down in front of you. You leap back at the sound of the metal slamming into metal and feel a deep tone ring through the thick air. Recording your bearings, you find yourself looking at an enormous hand. It's dark and shiny with heat, but you see every bone, muscle and tendon working in harmony beneath the bronzed flesh. The hand's owner is hidden behind clouds of smoke, but the hand itself is wrapped around a pole as thick and sturdy as a tree trunk. Follow the pole. You continue onward to see what lies at the other end of the pole and what's responsible for the clangorous music, just as the hand rises again. It swings back down in a perfect arc. A tower of metal smashes down ahead of you, raining sparks and glints of essence as another deep, ringing note sounds. You realize that you're looking at an enormous hammer. The head glows with heat and essence, though the purple luster fades as soul energy is sucked from the hammer and into the work under it. Get a closer look at the work. As the hammer rises once more, you dart forward to see what lies beneath it. A lone figure sprawls on an expanse of steel as smooth and broad as lake ice. The figure itself is enormous, a mechfolk of twisted flesh and forged metal. Its arms end in two spike clubs, and its head is a blunt, eyeless wedge. It opens its mouth and keens. That desperation and that noise reminds you of newborn's fear and confusion. Air rushes at your back. You look up and see the hammer. its head once more glowing with essence, speeding toward you. You awaken to the sensation of warm tiles beneath your face. You're prone before the boiler, which drones on, pushing heat through the tower floor. But in the vapor that pulses from the boiler and pipes, you smell the fumes of the white forge. I activated a boiler atop the western tower that keeps the cannons warm. When I did, I had a vision of someone, Abaddon, I think constructing a mechful of metal and flesh at the White Forge. Vengra is waiting to hear that the west tower is safe and the cannons are ready.
The warmth of this boiler has made the cold less unbearable upon my flesh. Is it too soon to turn it off?
Uh-oh. Engraving depicts the pilgrim's journey to the White March. So, looks like everything works as intended. Let's get to our friend downstairs. Let's see, go to the east tower. Yeah, I thought so. Anyway, let's get back to the front gate. Okay, let's go outside right away. Oh, I should have made a few more ingots. Never mind. We'll do that at a later time. And here we are. Let's talk to Vengra.
That was incredible! Whole Forge spit flames when you did whatever you did. And the smoke! Ha! I saw it from here. And now to see about these cannons.
She rubs her hands together. She starts for the door, but then she remembers something.
This is for you. Found it while we were cleaning out the battery.
I have a few questions for you. No, how do these cannon work?
If only I could show you. But everyone else is all worried about accidents and injuries. So they've said I can't fire them until there's a real need.
What are you doing out here?
I'm taking care of these lovelies so they can take care of us.
She gazes affectionately at the cannons. Whatever.
I'm headed up the tower. Gonna make those cannons shine.
She skips towards the door. Let's take the journal. Wengra was ecstatic to hear about the cannons. She's heading to the top of the West Tower to test them out. Okay.
Oh?
That will be it for Durgan's battery. Now will be the time for me to check on one more bounty hunt before going further. And it's in Whitestone Hollow. And one more new location. We will see it a little bit later. Let's go here. How much do I have? Money? Oh, it's okay. I can get them with such pay for a few more days.
Let's see what lies this way.
Let's see where the bounty group is. It's a lot of Lagofath. Well, not here. NPC is not here anymore. Let's check inside if the young guy went back here or he went away from Deerwood or somewhere else. Oh, looks like he's not here. So let's continue searching for the group of Lagofath.
Certainly.
Okay. Let's try to find a group of Lagofaths.
I will walk unseen.
And here is the brood mother.
Let us end this!
Let's do this as fast as possible. And you... here.
I'm here.
You go and stun the cipher. And you... Big heal on Maneha. No. Stun someone else. Did you forget that? Still 3. Okay, let's resurrect her. One more heal. No? Wrong spell? Okay, I have again this. And you 3 go against the Bloodborne. What's wrong with your spells, for fuck's sake? Okay, you're down, so... And the fight is over.
I'm here. Oh, and if I find something good, you can have half.
Just find pike. I've exterminated the Redwater Lagotheth. Aska will pay me for the broodmother's head when I return. Okay. The quest finished.
Certainly.
Okay, let's get here.
Yes?
Let's triage her. Before moving forward.
Yes?
Okay, let's get to the second bounty hunt.
Let's pass the bottle for a while.
Let's see this. Ram cutter. Well, 600 is currently nothing.
Certainly.
So let's check here first and then there.
Oh, and if I find something good, you can have half.
Oh?
Let's use a little bit line of sight.
Yes?
Let's
Yes?
take down him first. Let's do this. No, let's do this first. Now here is the illusionist. And the critical. stun him. Okay, first one is down. Let's get down him. Ah.
Oh?
And you stun the thing. 5. Here is the stun. Everyone with the exception of you goes now against him. And really fast. Mega heal to her. What are you doing? Again, stun him.
What?
You. Okay, one more is dead. So, with the exception of him, against him, and you stun the
I am
backstabber.
no use here!
Let's do again the stun, but you need to get here.
For the goddess! Sacre!
What the hell? He is still stunned. No, this does not go well.
Following your lead.
And still stunned! For fuck's sake. And I have no one to... Oh, let's try console out. Okay, that guy's dead.
Following your lead.
Brinold is down. Wow. I should have summoned Council Hall sooner, for fuck's sake. No, let's kill him.
Following your lead. Brave thou Philotheli.
This is stupid. Does he have some kind of heal? Let's stun him again.
Sacrifice!
Spot on!
Exchange the gun and... One more down. This is so stupid fight.
Yes.
Kill him. For fuck's sake.
Yes.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Unique hatchet. And unique poleaxe. Aska has the money for Brinolot's bounty. She just needs proof of his death.
Hmm?
Following your lead.
Hmm?
I'll keep an eye out.
Let's see if some are still here. Okay, the duplicate.
Not believe.
This is.
Not even slowing it.
Let's stun him.
Brave does not believe.
This should be good for now. But there is one thing which I completely forgot, that this one is soulbound. And it's the medium shield, and the only person who should wield it is Adair, and we will exchange Adair
Yes?
as soon as we get to Kednua after this bounty. Well, that's it from the bounties in White March. Let's get to Kednua or to the White March in Stalwart Village.
Afraid to close your eyes, Watcher? Not all of us are on such bad terms with sleep.
One per rest, okay. I'm afraid that I almost forgot to.
Certainly.
That it would be only one time only spell. And it would be exhausted. Thankfully it was not the case. Looking for work? I know we've got plenty to do around here. The Redwater Lagufet won't trouble anyone anymore. I'll tell our farmers they can sleep soundly. Here's the reward, as promised. Brainlord has been taken care of. I'll be damned. I didn't think you had it in you. I'll let the Fangs know. Here's the reward, as promised. I claim the bounty on Redwater Lagufeth. And we have again major adventure. And again moonshine. I climbed the bounty on Brain a lot. Looking for work? I know, we've got plenty to do around here.
Certainly.
Okay, let's talk to the mayor again. What he says about the cannons.
We've got to build up our walls while there's still time.
Nothing new. Okay. Let's get to the inn and let's learn a lot new stuff. Okay, so before sleeping, let's learn all of the new spells as I
Back
was
to warm your hands, eh? What can I do for you?
Let me see what refreshment you've got. Old Miser keeps the best stuff in the cellar, so I hear.
Nothing like a pint to take the chill off.
Okay, so let's exchange
Safe travels.
Kana for a lot for a second. And we'll see if some new spells are there or not. Nothing new. Nothing new. So, to the stash. Well, let's do it this way and Zahua will be exchanged for Eder.
Back to warm your hands, eh? What can I... Nothing like a...
Okay.
Farewell.
Very well.
Let's check what do we have here. And wait. No, this is good. And bind soul. Good. And let me see. This is probably a little bit better for our thief. Let's put this inside. And yeah. Deflection 5. We have here deflection 9. And this one, I think the best will be this for him. Cannon does need pike, not poleaxe, right? Yes, pike. So we will be searching for some pikes. But this is our new group. And let's do it this way. He needs to be closer. Okay. New party prepared for the questing. Let's take a nap.
Back to warm your hands, eh? What can I do for you? Top
I'd
quality
like
bear
it.
pelts on every bed. You won't be disappointed.
And again, the most expensive one. So, let's check the journal. And this one is still Whispers in the Dark. Okay. Let's go out and let's see the forge. The foundry. I think I will go there just to check it out. Okay, nothing new here. Okay, let's track to the foundry. But first, let me maybe talk with the ex-leader just for a second, and then Temple of Abaddon if they have something to tell about mech folks. Forever. This will be my secret for a long time. As I told, let's get here. Well, nothing about McFolks. One of these days I'll be as good as Angrim. Okay, let's get to the foundry then. I'm really curious what's new there. Oh, it's just a shortcut to White Forge. Boo-hoo. Anyway, let's melt if we have some more steel. Yes. Let's get to the front gates.
Way you're always clutching at that staff makes me think Mogren burned off the other one. That what happened?
We are not all so afraid of the fire. Some of us see the beauty of its work.
Okay, so the next step will be Manehas quest and the main Wide Match expansion 2 quest. So let's see the Abbey of the Fallen Moon. What will await us there? The Abbey is well guarded by untried monks. They will have to be dealt with or slipped past.
Sharp eyes and keen ears.
So we'll see. A dwarf, cloth and but a few straps of fur, puffs up his bared chest with every drag from his pipe. Come a long way to get some air, have you? What are you doing here? Enjoying the fine weather, just a bit longer. He smiles, letting a cloud of smoke and frosted breath escape through his teeth. My mistress had business with the Ondrites. We'll be off soon as she's done at the Abbey. Meantime, I was told to stay put. They don't want any outsiders meandering about. She already put some kind of hex on me, says I won't even remember any of this, but the copper's worth it. She says I'll wake up at home with a full coin purse. Opposite of most of my mornings, so that had a certain appeal. Tell me about your mistress. Which one? He lets out the chuckle and slaps his chest. A reddening print blooms on his skin. Wish she were the fun kind. She's a gift bearer. Paid me well to guard her on the journey, though. I'm looking to get inside. Are you now? He pulls the pipe away from his clenched teeth and points its long stem to the path ahead. Far as I know, straight this way, the middle path on the right, with the ruined arch, if they let you in, course. Androids are none too friendly, but to their own. My mistress went through the archway, spoke to some guards there, then headed on. He bites down on his pipe with a sour expression. They got eyes on the other path, cast me dirty looks from afar when they passed this way, he grunts. As if I'd stand here in plain view if I had some grand design of sneaking into their blazing church. And what's an Abbey got that's worth hiding anyway? Monks? He grunts again and shakes his head and mutters something about if he were younger. Do you know of other ways into the Abbey? No, but it's an Abbey, not a fortress. You can bet it's got holes, like any fat old monster, supply passages, escape routes. He shrugs as if it were a matter of course. I'd be lying if I'd said I never explored one uninvited when I was too young to know better. I held myself to its relics. Let's just say, if a certain war goddess has her way, I'll be living my next life as a dungrel bug. Why are you helping me? He shrugs. You got a look about you. Look like you need it. And maybe there's something I don't like about this place. Like it's hiding something. My younger days, it's be me going in there. Forever. Doubt we'll meet again. Any luck, my mistress will return soon. Hope you find what you're looking for. I ran into the mercenary escort of a gift bearer. He believes there are several ways inside the Abbey. He said his mistress spoke with some guards beneath a broken archway who let her through.
Hello? Hello?
Okay, let's go this way first.
Hard to imagine a whole sect living out here. But I guess that's the point.
Burden of a memory. We reached the Abbey of the Fallen Moon. Maneha believes the salt well is here somewhere. When we find it, she'll be able to wash away the memory that haunts her.
Even our visitor is to be turned away, he said.
What interest would our quarters hold?
Our quarters aren't the worry. It's our brothers and sisters below.
Okay. So let's go this way first. Undisturbed by the high winds above, a mist hides the depths of this chasm. Halt! Who's there? Kaoto is waiting for me. I'm the Tidebringer. The guard's eyes narrow. How can I be sure? We are in the final days of the McQueen's Tide, a time of transition for our church. My presence is no accident. The guard relaxes and appears relieved. Forgive my caution. We were told to expect you. The High Abbot awaits you inside.
Hello? Hello?
Let's see.
You look pale, sister. I'll stand watch.
I'd hoped I was over this illness, but clearly not. I shall take your advice.
Okay, let's get here first.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
This giant wrist bone ends without providing any clues as to the location of its matching hand.
Keeping an eye out.
A coppery sheen glistens under the layers of ice that cling around this giant femur, with the colors of a rainbow. Well, let's search everything first. Undisturbed by the high winds above, amidst heights and the depths of this chasm.
I'll see what's ahead.
Currents of winds bounce off the jagged rocks, rising to meet your face with a freezing touch.
I should not have peered over the edge. I could see no bottom.
Ha! Perhaps if you pray, the lady will allow you to forget.
The App's blessing to you. Are you the visitor we've awaited? Yes, I am. An angry wind whistles as it twists frozen fingers of this giant skeletal hand. we will use this a little bit later. First, let's go here. We have some small maze here. I don't want to go anywhere else before completely searching the map.
And what does the flame reveal?
And here is the broken arch he was talking about. Protruding from the side of the cliff, what appears to be a massive hip bones lies encrusted in a prison of rocks and ice. Ondra's blessing upon you, Tidebringer.
Kauto knew Saman was upon us.
The Tidebringer. It's been so long.
My soul is ready, brother.
The lady keep you. Wow. Pretty big skeleton.
So they let you through? You must be our visitor. The High Abbot awaits you inside. Straight back.
Something familiar about this place. It reeks of divine meddling.
The abyss at your disposal.
If you say so. That'll do.
Ice has built upon every space between the bones of the skeletal hand, forming a slippery incline into the jagged cliffs below. An angry wind whistles at the slits around the frozen fingers of this giant skeletal hand. Oh. This might be probably getting from here to here. I will check that a little bit later. Halls of something. Okay, let's get here.
Keeping an eye out.
This door is sealed shut. And another here. The Andrit not solemnly. I will be checking this. The first.
Oh?
Tell me.
Right here.
Certainly.
If you say so. Got it done.
Looks like that's completely it, so let's check this one and then this one. And we'll see where we get. A mural is rendered on the face of the rock wall. 4 panels seems to be arranged as a story of some kind. Inspect the mural. First panel, Anthu, the end. Inspect the next panel. Second panel, Seaman, the flute. Inspect the next panel. Third panel, Disaman, the app. Inspect next panel. The fourth panel, the Anthu, the beginning. Okay, notes taken. Let's get here. I'm really curious what this does. It will probably get us here, but we'll see. You stand at the precipice of a fissure that time has torn into the mountains upon which the Abbey stands. Whistling winds call out from the depths of the crevice, mournful wails hinting at the great descents from the edge into the dark and lonely spaces below. Encased in centuries of rime, a gargantuan skeletal hand hangs awkwardly above the gap. Its fingers are splayed in a pained pose, eyes persevering the circumstances of the victim's death long after the flesh rotted away. With only the ominous moaning of the crevice to disturb your thinking, you consider your options. Inspect the area. Considering the span of the gap and the position of the skeletal hand, you believe a well-placed grappling hook would allow you to reach the other side. Though positioning the hook may be tricky, the winds are not so strong that they would endanger attempts to cross. With only the ominous moaning of the crevice to disturb your thinking, you consider your options. Cast your grappling hook. The middle finger is a large target, but it sits in the midst of buffeting winds that threatens to blow the rope and grapple, of course. Whoever casts the grappling hook will need nimble fingers to ensure a good throw. As you ponder the difficulty of the throw, the momentarily abates, becoming little more than eerie murmurs whispering far below you. Who will cast the hook? I think the will of Karok might be the biggest dexterity. Let's see. The will of Karok dangles the grapple cautiously, waiting to release the rope during a lull and gusting winds. During a quiet moment, Mamulian swings the grapple back and begins to rock the weight forward a toss just before the release. A blast of air erupts from the crevice. Mamulian flinches, sending the grapple off course. It slams into great skeletal ulna with a cracking sound that you can barely hear over the wind's howl. Mamulian quickly pulls the rope back up from the depths to recover the grapple. Leave. So that was probably a bug because I have 19 dexterity. Interesting. And she has only 14. Let's use me then again. You will cast the grappling hook. You time the throw perfectly, between chaotic gusts whipping up from the crevice. The grappling hook cuts an odd path through the expanse of violent air, the attached rope trailing behind in a bizarre spiral. Despite its odd course, the grapple eventually sails over the middle finger, its rope winding securely around the frozen bone. You give it 2 tugs and are confident it won't budge. Swing across the chasm. You take a firm hold on the rope and swing across the crevice. Despite high winds and an unsettling creaking from the enormous ice-encrusted finger, you safely reach the other side. You stand at the edge of the crevice you traversed with the help of a grappling hook and a conveniently located giant skeletal hand. Oh, I am somewhere completely different. Unexpected. And this will be the place back. I mean way back with the grappling hook. So now that we are here, let's go to the Hall of Silence. As if thrown into the chasm, skeletal remains rest precariously on the ledges and this cliff as far as you can see. Outside the Abbey, there is a mural that depicts phases of the tide as they wash over an ocean shore. The mural is a quadrupage and each section is labeled. There is Unto the end, Same and the flute, the Same and the app, and the Unto the beginning. And
to whispers and shadows.
another deflection plus 9. Oh, so let's see a little bit around. Let's get to the soul. Hovering over a skeleton half trapped in ice, a faint trace of essence lingers in the cold air of the cavern. Reach out to the essence. You let your soul envelop the essence, memories spread in a thin mist under you. Dim and torn, their scattered fragments floating like motes of dust in the twilight. You're walking into an oblong chamber. The stones of its underground wall glistens, still wet from the flood waters. A hand clasps on your shoulder. You hear her whisper, "Artrek, I don't want to look." The memory vanishes, and now all you see is a slab of stone. You're staring at it, just inches away from the wall. Your fingers trace circles on it, digging into the moss that cling on its weathered surface. You're not sure how long you've been touching it. Perhaps you've always been. A scream jolts you. It echoes thunder throughout the walls. Throughout the halls. Your ears hurt, a pain that digs deep, burrowing into your head like a twisted dagger. You run, others run. You don't know them, you can't remember them, but somehow you take comfort in their presence. Yes, they will help you with the pain. The noise, you will kill it. The anger of the memory subsides, and now you're sitting down on steps carved on rock. Dozens of skeletons lie below, beneath frozen water, their jaws hung open, silent. Yet what's that? A low rumble, gargling, growing, deafening. You snap your head to the side in anguish and see it, the water rushing down the halls, pushing you in a torrent of white foam. You fall, your mouth open too short, but your screams are muffled as it fills with water. Juggernaut? What kind of properties is that? Interesting. But no one can use it. Well, which way? Here or here? Let's get here first. And right away there are moon spiders. Let's hit them. And you go here. Despite the icy sheen that covers these webs, their threads gently vibrate at the slightest disturbance.
To whispers and shadows.
Exceptional wand. Fine dagger. Okay. Let's get on the stairs. And let's check. 66 damage.
And what does the flame reveal?
The door is sealed shut. And there is a lever. An acrid and pungent smell climbs up from the depths of this pit. Low-tide cipher. Low-tide priest. Aimlessly, this dwarf jerks his head to the sides as if looking for someone. clumps of moss frozen under a layer of slick and green slime builds up between the cut stones. Nice, nice. No, no, no more. Forgive, goddess. For what? This man stares at the ground, his sunken eyes devoid of spark. No, 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 it hurts. Make it stop. My head, the noise. Wow. And that was really unexpected.
This is getting nowhere.
Forgive, goddess. Let's get the cipher and... Wow. What's so fast with you? Wow. That was really fast. Wow. The hell is this? Finally, where is the priest? And... fast, and you fast as well. Ah, too slow. The priest is still alive. What the hell? No, not this one. This one. the flying fuck is this?
Sure.
Oh god. God, first is down, which one? And you... Seriously, thanks for it there. This would be... shitty.
Not all of us are on such bad terms with sleep.
Oh. Seriously. The hell was that?
Certainly.
Yes?
Certainly.
Silence surrounds me.
If you say so. That'll do.
Let's check this out now that we have it opened.
Here's a side of Andra I've never heard of.
Who's there?
This door is sealed shut.
Keeping an eye out.
Hmm. And it's getting a little bit late for me, unfortunately, so I will have to finish it in this room for today. And the next episode we will continue exploring the halls of silence. Unfortunately, the doors there did end at this one big silence, so I got wiped on the floor. So, was nice to have you here again, so see you next time. And if you're watching this video, feel free to follow me on Twitch, Mixer, or subscribe to my YouTube channel. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you soon.